the Red Rocker, Sammy Hagar here. Welcome to another rock and roll road trip. We are here in Nashville, Tennessee at the Have Mercy Lounge. You know what I'm saying? And we have one of the great singers in rock, the new generation in my book. And if I had a baton in my hand, I would hand it to this man right here, Mr. Chris Daughtry.
How you doing, man?
How are you, Chris?
Good to see you.
Thanks for doing this.
Oh, man, thanks for having me. Are you kidding?
This whole week I've been listening to your music, you know.
I'm sorry.
It's like, hey, no. It's like, hey, Alexa, play. You know, I can't say that around here. Somebody might have that machine, you know, and it plays what you want.
Yeah.
And it plays some Daughtry. First thing I noticed listening to it in depth, not just one record, not just one song. It's like you got a lot of influences. I hear Linkin Park. I hear Creed in there. I hear Pearl Jam. I hear some country. You know what I mean? What were you listening to growing up?
I think growing up, I always just was gravitated towards singers. So I would listen and try to mimic what I was listening to on the radio. And around 16, I really started taking it seriously. I was listening to Live a lot. That was like...
Oh, man. Oh,
that was
Throwing
Ed
Copper's
Kowalczyk.
one of the great records of all time.
That record is what actually,
look. Oh, yeah.
Chill bumps.
Did you get them too? I mean,
I think that record and Super Unknown from Soundgarden, those two records were like my school, you know, and I would sing to those records every day. I'm sure I pissed my parents off. I was loud in my room. John Fogerty, my dad listened to a lot of CCR, so I kind of picked up on a lot of that, and just, I was always gravitated towards soulful singers.
When you were singing other people's songs, were you good at it?
I thought I was. I thought I could emulate it very well. As a matter of fact, I actually called in a radio station to get tickets to see Live, and I was like, they weren't even having a contest. I was like, hey, if I sing like Ed Kowalczyk, can I get tickets? And they're like, oh, this is gonna be good. And I picked up my guitar and I sang a song, and next thing I know, it was on the radio and I got tickets. So,
well, right on. I was bad at that. I was one of those guys that I'd try to sing like somebody else, and I didn't sound like them. That's good, and it's also bad when you're trying to get a gig, you know what I mean?
Well, I think I learned a lot after my first band. I realized that when I was listening back, I was like, I sound like I'm trying to sound like someone instead of finding my own voice.
Yeah.
And I think I don't actually think I found my own voice until after the first record.
No, we all did. I mean, like, I'm still trying to find my own voice. And, you know, sometimes I'm still trying to sing that song more like Rod Stewart would have sang it. And my guys are, you know, Rod Stewart and Paul Rodgers and, you know, and Mick, you know. And sometimes I find myself, you know, trying to get that little twang that Mick has, and he's not even country.
Yeah.
He got to scrape the shit right off.
Everybody's got their own little mechanisms.
I know, and it's singers are quirky. You got to admit, you know, we are quirky.
We're weirdos.
We don't have tubes and strings that we can change, and you know, drum heads. We just got
and when
this.
you get sick, everybody knows it. He was a little off tonight.
It's great when your voice works good. I don't think people know how exactly you did.
It's like a gift. It really is.
And
it's one day to the next, too. One day you could feel like you're on top of the world. The next day you're like, why does this feel like I've never done this before in my life?
So this morning I woke up and I'm thinking, you know, what do I really want to know about this guy? And I thought one of the things that might be the quirkiest for a guy like me is that you were so friggin' famous that quick and probably broke, right? Was that weird?
Yeah, it was. It was, I remember when I was on Idol, we were in such a bubble. We didn't really go out much. We weren't allowed to, really. And then when we did, it was so jarring because you forget, I mean, you're living in this body and you're the same dude that you've always been. And now all of a sudden people are running up to you and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm just trying to eat. And you forget that how powerful TV is. And it was a lot to get used to. It's died down quite a bit, thank God. But,
well, no, I bet it's a good thing. Now you get down to the people that matter that know you. When you're a TV star, people know you that don't even care about you.
Yeah,
they know
they're a fan of the show more than they are of your music. And we've been fortunate enough to have so many people gravitate or come to know us solely through the music and not even know that I was on a TV show and find that out later. But the fans are loyal. I mean, they are, you know, a lot of our fans live for this and coming to see us. We've seen people's kids grow up and grandkids. It's crazy to have that relationship with your fans and feel like, you know, they know you and you know them a little.
Most of the you know, the people that have won those shows, most of them don't have careers after that. And you've done a good job, and especially being a rocker, you know what I mean? Because most of them are just either super pop stars or, you know, or go that direction.
Right.
You really chose the artistic route. I'm going to write my songs. I'm going to, you know, go out and be myself and put together a good band. It's worked for you. But why do you think makes you different from some of these other guys?
Well, I work my ass off. As you know, nothing is given to you in this industry. Yeah. I can't imagine doing anything else at that capacity in my life. I love art. I draw all the time, but that doesn't bring me any of the same thing that I get from performing and writing songs and creating music. It's one of those things where, like, you're on the road for so long and you can't wait to get home. And then as soon as you're home, you're like, when's this next tour date?
Because you're good, too. See, you left that out. Now I got to say it.
And I'm really good.
Okay, part of the reason why he made it, and a lot of them don't, is because he's freaking good. He's talented. He can sing. He can write. You know, he can perform. You know, and he's good looking. Look at this guy. Young, handsome in the gym. When you stay out of the gym, you make me look bad. If I'd have known this, I would have asked you to wear long sleeve shirt.
Okay.
And baggy clothes and stuff.
Next time. Promise. All baggy.
Around an old guy making me look bad like this. Who writes in your band? How you guys do that stuff?
Let's see. We all write. Typically, I'll start something with my producer, or one of the guys will send an idea or a track they've been working on, and I'll either write lyrics to it, or it's really never the same every time. You know, it's sometimes we'll get together and be like, let's see what we come up with. Sometimes we've written stuff in the dressing room, like impromptu, and it stuck. It's really no set formula.
Admit it, we don't know what the hell
we have
we're
no
doing.
idea.
No, it's like who knows what a hit song is now?
I feel like great songs are already out there in the ether, and if you're lucky enough to grab it, then accept it and be grateful.
How many times have you grabbed something and be in your head saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to write a song about that," and then all of a sudden somebody already did it and it comes on the radio? That used to happen to me.
Same song title.
Yeah, that used to happen to me with John Lennon.
Collective consciousness, it's all out there.
Yeah, I hadn't made it yet. I was just trying to write songs, and I would be writing a song, and freaking John Lennon would come out with a song that was there. I said, "Well, wow, that's exactly what I was thinking," you know. But it just was a weird, and I love John Lennon, so I was probably channeling him. But you got to get on it, man. When you have an idea, you can't be saying, check it out
I'll
next
write it
week.
next week.
No, somebody else will write it next week.
Exactly.
You got to jump on it right away. Yeah, that thing about the ether, about where songs and music and where it all comes from, it's so mysterious. That's why I say saying you know what you're doing. No, it comes to you. You can go knocking on doors all day long looking for inspiration. Hey, anything in here? Anything in here? All of a sudden you sit down and take a crap and, oh, I got this idea.
Written many lyrics in the crapper. On toilet paper.
Yeah, damn. Well, yeah.
It was 2-ply.
Yeah. You're a powerful singer. And I think I get the feeling you like to sing all kinds of different shit, right?
I do.
Yeah. Well, like what? What's your favorite kind of thing to? I mean, if you could only sing one, I mean, I know that's a horrible thing.
I'm a rock guy at heart, you know, through and through. So that's where I always gravitate towards. But I love a good pop melody too. I love soul. I love certain country. I love certain pop. I'm like I said, I'm a singer. So, like if I'm in love with the voice, then I'm into that. Do you ever do karaoke? You ever jump up?
No.
I do.
See, you're more versatile. No, you're more versatile. I'm not that versatile.
I just do it for fun.
Yeah, well.
My go-to is like Devil Inside from NXS. Easy stuff.
Another great song, though, and a great singer, man.
Yeah, Michael Hutchins was great.
He had a great attitude, man. He was really cool, very hip.
He exuded rock star.
Well, I think it's probably time for my little this or that thing. This is where we find out who the real Chris Daughtry is.
Bring it on. Here we go.
If you had it all to do over again, would you go the same route, TV? You know, just the same route, or would you find another? Is there something that looks appealing to you?
I think these days, a lot of people do really well on YouTube, which is essentially TV because that's what every kid is watching anyway. So It's still like a similar format, I guess. I'm not sure if I would go on a competition or if I would be able to get it out that way and have an impact.
This is a sad question, but a virtual tour or a live tour?
Live tour.
I didn't ask that
every
question.
day.
I didn't ask that question. You're going to make me look bad. I'm make myself look bad.
You can't see and feel the energy. Obviously, if you got to do that, then great. But I love the interaction, and I like seeing their faces and feeling that energy. We feed off of it, right?
I can't perform for crap at a rehearsal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I got to close my eyes and pretend. Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hey.
This is the first time. You know what? I loved Tobey Maguire. I gotta say, Tom Holland's killing it. Tom Holland's killing it. He's a young kid Spider-Man. That's what everybody wants.
Okay.
He's doing a great job.
There you go, man. Alice in Chains or Soundgarden?
Soundgarden.
Bold.
And I love Alice in Chains. Don't get me wrong, but
Jerry's
Soundgarden
my dear friend. Three Doors Down or Nickelback?
Oh, that's a tough one because I'm friends with both. Oh, geez. See, now you're going to get me in a lot of trouble. I've toured so much with Nickelback. They're like family to me. So I gotta
You
go.
have to.
I gotta go with.
You're obligated. We know Chad. I wouldn't let you.
Sorry, Brad. I love you too,
Exactly.
brother.
Listen. This is important stuff here. We're both friends with Chad, and he's a big tough guy, man. Big
Tall
old
dude.
farm boy. You know, looks like he probably could beat the shit out of us.
He can ride a four-wheeler, that's for sure.
Yeah. So you want to do a little song here?
Let's do it.
We're going to bring your buddy Brian out here.
Yes.
Brian. Where's Brian? Brian's in the house. Summons that man. Summons that man to the guitar. Now, my favorite part of the show is the musical part of the show, and getting to sing with Chris Daughtry is a f***ing honor, and this is awesome.
Likewise.
And we have a guitar. We have a real guitar player in the house, man. We have like Brian in the house, a real guitar player, and I just get to sit over here and noodle and fake it. What do you think?
Let's do it.
ZZ?
Let's do it.
You count it. You're the real musician.
Waiting for the bus all day. Have mercy. Been waiting for the bus all day. I got my brown paper bag and my take-home pay. Have mercy. Oh, it must be packed up tight.